Elsewhere in the world, you'd probably wait for a snowstorm before getting your toboggan out. But in Madeira, it's a traditional means of transport. Nowadays, the descent from Monte towards Funchal is mainly a tourist attraction. That is, if the tourists are brave enough to try it out, and your driver doesn't walk off with the sledge. The class of '93, the top 40 from last November's qualifying school, including the new intake chasing Rookie of the Year honours. Their inevitable dreams of the big time are inspired by an illustrious roll of honour of past winners. But the reality of life on tour may prove to be more about survival. The newcomers will probably need to earn over £35,000 to retain their cards, a goal not achieved by 23 of last year's top 40. Professional golf can be a humbling experience. Robin Mann, for instance, won less than £10,000 last year, and so had to return to the qualifying school for the 10th time.
The only reason I keep going is I feel that I've got a better player. Although the way I've played here this week, especially the short game, I'm beginning to wonder. But I think for me, this is my sort of last fling at it. I mean, if I can't retain, I don't think I'll go back.
But there is a flip side. In his first season, Jim Payne finished 33rd in the Volvo Order of Merit, earning nearly £150,000 and the Rookie of the Year title. Now he's being tipped for a Ryder Cup debut.
A year ago, I didn't even dream about it at all, but I would say now it's in the back of my mind. And if I have a good first few weeks, then it'll probably be even more in the back of my mind.
So who will follow him as the 1993 Rookie of the Year? Players to watch include Stephen Ames, Trinidad and Tobago's only touring professional. And going so well here this week in his debut performance on the Volvo Tour. Ole Karlsson, no relation to Robert Karlsson, but the latest graduate from Sweden's School of Excellence. And Ian Garbett, a former English amateur champion. His incentive to do well: if he doesn't make the grade, it'll be back to making false teeth for his current sponsor, a Doncaster dentist.
Well, back to the action here, and that's the ball of Mark James, and well, he's a bit down on the mouth because lying very badly here at the fourth. He, remember, birdied the first two holes, parred the third, but having to take a penalty drop, and, well, not a very good lie there either, and dropping a shot at this fourth hole and slipping back to 7 under. But as he moves back, Stephen Ames from Trinidad and Tobago improves. That a birdie at the 6th for him to move him to 5 under par and just 2 shots off the lead. And going well too, Paul Broadhurst. Already he's had birdies, remember, at the 2nd and at the 7th. He's 5 under par, playing his second shot to the 9th, having benefited from having gone to the Apollo Week School at San Roque last week with some of the rookie professionals. He's no rookie, but he worked on his game with Bob Torrance, one of the coaches who was down there with the younger players, and putting here at the 9th for his 3rd birdie off the half. And that moves him to 6 under and just 1 shot off the lead. James on 7 under, Broadhurst 6 under, Chapman and Ames both 5 under par, with Gordon J. Brand and Rafferty 3 under. So James, who was 4 shots clear, now just 1 in front as he plays his 2nd to the 9th.
Just a short iron for James up the hill. Rather stabbed it there at impact. Club just caught in the ground, not getting a lot of spin on the ball, and that'll leave him a little tricky putt down the slope. His usual look of dissatisfaction on his face. We go forward to the 10th, and a short pitch of Gordon Brand.
Downhill from the clubhouse, and then just a wedge up to the green, and that pin cut over the bunker which guards the green on the right hand side, and Brand using the slope off the bank to get back down near the pin.
Well, Broadhurst with his pitch to 10. Now, may have worked quite hard over the winter with Bob Torrance, but it's really not noticeable to the layman. Of course, Broadhurst will feel a big difference in his swing.
Broadhurst, whose first Volvo Tour victory was at Cannes in 1989, and of course his win at Royal Liverpool in 1991 in the European Pro Celebrity helped him gain his first Ryder Cup cap. Best performance last year was third in the Kyle's Irish Open. As we rejoin Stephen Ames at the 9th, still 5 under. This is third shot, missed the green on the left. He was saying earlier this week that he didn't enjoy playing in the wind. It has been reasonably breezy on the top of this mountain, but his game hasn't been affected by it.
Now James with this putt down the slope. Saw him hold a good putt on the first, which was fairly straight. Not much movement in that one, but a little bit too tentative, really.
And James remains at 7 under, but the leader by just 1 shot with 9 holes to play in this first event of the season. And, well, Paul Broadhurst could join him in the lead if he holds this birdie putt at 10. Down the hill. Oh, well holed. So Paul Broadhurst joins Mark James in the lead on 7 under. It looked as if Mark James was going to run away with it at the beginning of the round, this final round, but well, things have changed around as Gordon J. Brand also goes for a birdie to move to 4 under.
Well, after that good pitch by Gordon, that's a birdie for him as well on the 10th, so he moves to 4 under.
And just 3 shots off the lead.
Back on 9, Ames this for a par. Birdied the 6th hole and got along quite steadily, but over borrowed there. And that'll be his first bogey of the round, the out in level par 36. And he'll certainly be feeling the pressure of this last day. He probably didn't expect to be in the thick of it on the European Tour so early in the season.
4 under and sharing third spot with Gordon J. Brand. Paul Broadhurst and Mark James out in front on 7 under. And Chapman and Rafferty just 4 behind and by no means out of it. Well, Broadhurst at the 11th, par 4, 375 metres. He's missed the green with his second. And so he's chipping back across this green. It's a long green, narrow as you play to it, wider rather than long, I should say, as you play towards the green, and well, he's still got the chance of saving his par.
Well, James obviously played a good pitch here to the 10th. A short putt for a birdie. Solid putter when he's performing well. And in the side door, but it all counts. So these players finding this 10th hole quite to their liking.
And James 1 shot in the lead again on 8 under.
Now, important putt for Broadhurst. Oh no, he never caught that at all at the middle of the blade, and that's disappointing. He won't know what James has done behind him, so that's a 2-shot swing.
So Broadhurst, having been in the lead with James, now finds him 2 shots behind. James 8 under after 10, Broadhurst 6 under, Brand and Ames 4 under par.